Hello and welcome to my video. Before I start, I've got a spoiler alert. I completed the necklace and totally changed my mind, but I've kept it all in so you can see what I did and how I changed it. I'm going to be using the contents from this Czech Beads Exclusive box for April 2026. Butterfly Garden it's called. But I'm also going to add a few components of my own, some white bicone beads, some wax thread, and I've got this gold toggled flower clasp, but I'm going to use it to hold my pendant at the front. I also won't be wasting the T-bar that comes from the toggle clasp because I'm going to use that at the back and create my own loop with the white bicones. Firstly, I cut off about 50 inches of my wax thread, and I'm just going to make an overhand knot just at the top and tighten it with my trusted needle nose tweezers. And this is how it looks. So next I'm going to load on 5 of my white bicones, and I can put it through both threads because the hole's pretty big on these beads. Then I go ahead and do my first knot, placing my tweezers in through the knot where I want the knot to land. I've then loaded my next 3 beads on, which are Czech glass, and I have managed to get them through the 2 threads again. Then I'm going to form another knot, but this time I'm going to snip off the tail and burn it off, and then later on I'll add a dot of glue. So now I've loaded on my next part of the pattern, and I'm going to do a knot. Don't worry if it looks a little bit tight because it will loosen. So now I'm just going to keep loading on the pattern I've decided on, then knotting until I get to this central bit where I'm going to show you how I've used the toggle clasp to be a bail for my pendant. I'm loading onto the white bicones either side of the loop of the toggle clasp, then just adding another knot after those last 2 bicones. Now all I need to do is mirror the side I've just loaded on. So I've added the last 5 white bicones, and now I need to form the loop for my T-bar to go through. So this is how I do it. I measured it with my T-bar and I need to add another 8 white bicones. Then I've tied the knot to form the loop, which is now secure, and I'm just going to finish the end off with a couple more beads like this. And here it is all finished, toggled up. Next thing to do is to form the pendant for the front, and I've got some 20 gauge wire here and some more of these lovely Czech glass beads. I'm going to do a wire wrap loop, so I bend the wire, then I form a loop, my round nose pliers like this. Then before I wrap it, I need to open up this loop, attach it to the toggle, then I can go ahead and do the wire wrapping. Just like this. Then all I need to do is snip off the excess wire and tuck it in. So now I've loaded on my Czech bead, I'm going to do another wire wrap loop here at the bottom, just like this. I've got a ball head pin here and the beads I want to use for the final part of my central dangle, loaded them on, and once again forming a loop at the top, then attaching them together and wire wrapping it. This is how it looks. So I've decided just to do 2 leaf dangles either side, following the same process, and I'm going to match these up. I'm attaching these with jump rings just to give it a bit more fluidity. This is how the first one looks, so I'll go ahead and add the other one the other side. So here's my finished piece. I tried it on I looked in the mirror and I thought it feels and looks static. Something felt off, so I thought, you know what, put it down, go outside, have a cuppa. As I was sitting there drinking my tea, all of a sudden I saw these 3 white butterflies, which I thought was very symbolic considering the white beads I'd been using, fluttering in the wind around all the plants and the trees. And it was the way they were being blown around, upside down, left and right, chasing one another, that I knew I just wanted to change my pendant and start again. So this time I'm going to go back to the thread instead of metal, and I think that will give it more fluidity, starting with a jump ring and forming a knot. And I'm just going to do 2 square knots at the top just to secure it, add a bead, do a knot, add a few more beads, some upside down, some the right way up, some butterflies flying upwards, some butterflies flying downwards, sort of what I'd just seen outside in the garden, really. So here's my finished pendant, and I much prefer this. There's so much movement in it.